Well, hello again and welcome to Roland's Reviews. I told you that I would be live, the Arena Uncensored and myself. He's traveling today. He'll be with us tomorrow. So uh, never fear, he'll be back and we'll have to see if we can make it without him. Go ahead, if folks, and do me one slight favor. Just hit that little like button for me, please. It won't cost you anything. How you doing? All right, they're coming in. They're coming in. If you are familiar with this topic, go ahead and type it in the comment section for me, please, folks. All right. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Okay. All right. They're coming in. Yes. What is going on? I know a lot of people are just getting in from work, so we probably won't have a large crowd. Thank you so much, Baldwin Birds. Yes, we finally made it over the 10,000 subscriber mark. Yay! We finally made it, and that's thanks to all of you and your hard work and you hitting the like button, leaving a comment, sharing with family, sharing with friends. All of that has helped me make it to the 10,000 mark. Thank you so much, Joey. Okay, so I guess it's time for us to thank you, Devil's Advocate. It's time for us to go ahead and do our roll call that we typically do. And again, thank all of you for all of your hard work, all for each of you for sharing and commenting and just being here so we could have intelligent conversations. That's always important because we know there's something going on every day. Oh my goodness. All right, it's roll call time. And Sean, how are you doing? The Devil's Advocate, of course, the Arena Uncensored. He's not live with us, but he is still in the chat. Tina, how are you? Prosperity, how you doing, love? Baldwin Birds, thank you so much. Oh, okay. Sure, Baldwin, send me an email, love. Wavelin, how are you doing? Joey, how you doing, dear? And so, folks, tell me if you're familiar with this subject matter. We knew that the left, they have not learned from this massive loss that they just experienced. They are still sowing the seeds of divisiveness. Joey, do I have to move you to take your yes, Joey, I'm still waiting. You proposed marriage and then I didn't hear anything else from you. Okay. Sean said no surprise there. Right. They have not learned from the bloodbath that they just experienced. They're still sowing the seeds of discontent. And it's just amazing. They'll never win another election, which is fine with me. And I'm just saying, how do people continue to listen to these people? They've just gone off their rocker. So Al Sharpton, of course, the primary race hustler and poverty pimp. Al Sharpton, black liberals are angry over Trump not choosing any black people in his cabinet. So, folks, with everything that's happened the last 4 years, we don't have time. Right, Prosperity, they just don't care anymore. Who gives a care what color someone is if they're not doing an adequate job? That makes no sense to me. Sean, they don't learn because they're always right in their own mind, right? The elites, Sean, truth bomb. They just don't care. Devil's Advocate said poverty pimp. Yeah, Devil's Advocate, he's getting his money. He's getting his his checks from the Democrats, but he's trying to keep everyone else on the plantation. Prosperity said, bye-bye. Exactly. How you doing, Chef Fine His Wine Partner? How you doing, dear? And so this is what's going on, folks. Al Sharpton and the libs are angry because he hasn't chosen any black people in his cabinet. So I've been watching, TikTok and just other forms of social media. And you have all these people on here just laughing and, hi, you thought you were doing something, voted for Trump, and now he hasn't, no one black has been given an appointment in his cabinet, and they're just losing their minds. And so let's look at this here. The Reverend Al Sharpton criticized President Trump for lacking black cabinet or high-level administration appointees thus far. Folks, he's not done. And if he's choosing the best person for the job, who gives a care what color they are? Can they do the job? Diversity, equity, and inclusion, we've discussed several times on this channel. That's not the right move, okay? Guess who doesn't care? Most of us, right, Sean? I don't care. That he has to put people in place that he feels are qualified. Devil's advocate said merit. We want merit, right? And so they have a big mess to clean up. And we don't have time to be checking, well, wait a minute, are they black? Are they Asian? Who can do the job? That at this point, this country is in a mess, and that's what we need. So in the 2 weeks since Donald Trump was elected to a second term, he's put forth a dozen troubling nominees. Now, you have to realize that this is coming from Yahoo, not me. Okay. And so, yet the most alarming factor is his proposed cabinet is not a single candidate is black, said Sharpton, founder and president of the National Action Network. Sharpton blasted Trump for courting black voters during the campaign, including using black surrogates along the campaign trail, but for keeping a predominantly white cabinet thus far. So, I mean, you know who this is coming from. No surprise. It's not a surprise. Trump spent his campaign selling himself to black voters, especially men, by peddling sneakers and implying his criminal convictions would resonate with our community, Sharpton said. This guy never stops. Instead of meeting the demands of more black voters who supported him, Donald Trump has proposed an attorney general nominee wrapped up in an ethics probe over trafficking allegations and a health secretary whose views on vaccines and other safeguards could devastate our community. Newsflash, Mr. Sharpton, you and the other poverty pimps, the other race hustlers, the black preachers and ministers, the Congressional Black Caucus, all of you have already devastated the black community. So there's not much devastation left, okay? Some of Trump's picks have been controversial. Again, and if you've been watching the news, of course, he's saying he's just going to step down. He doesn't want to be a distraction. He's under investigation for illegal drug usage and sexual misconduct. RFK is supposedly the Department of Health and Human Services. And then they're saying that, he has a history of spreading misinformation about vaccines. So, folks, we all know what this is about. And I'm just going to skip down. So Sharpton said after Trump's efforts and history of controversial comments about and towards Black Americans, the lack of Black appointees is telling. So again, they're telling Black Americans, see, this is what you voted for. He courted your votes, and then now he's not placing any, he's not choosing any appointees for his cabinet. So right now it appears the self-proclaimed best president for Black America since Abraham Lincoln has lost interest in us, said Sharpton. Oh my God, what a joke. Oh, the president-elect needs to put his money where his mouth is if he actually wants to deliver for Black America. I have a thought. How about Al Sharpton gives back all that money? The DNC is $20 million in debt, and he received $500,000 of that. So if he's that concerned, how about returning some of that money? Dear God, what a clown that little man is. He is a mess. How you doing, Kathy Cordoba? And so think about it, people. All of these people who received all of this money, if they care about America so much, why don't they give that money back? Exactly. Crickets. And so let me show you this. This is crazy. Oh my God, these people. So let me show you what he was saying. Here we go. I'll pull that up. All right, that's not what I intended to share. So I'm going to share another video. So tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Isaiah, how you doing? I can't with him. He is oh my God. They're just losing their minds, and they're all over um social media. Hey, you thought you were gonna, sort of trolling Black Americans who voted for Trump. Hey, you thought you were gonna get something, and I mean, it's ridiculous. All right, let's see what they're saying here.
We should ask Donald Trump. You talked about black men would be with you. Where's a black man being nominated by you for your cabinet? Has anyone noticed there's no black that has been nominated on his cabinet? That needs to be raised.
Reverend Al Sharpton criticizing President-elect Donald Trump for not nominating an African-American member for any cabinet position, I should say, yet. There are some spots to fill. Now, to be clear, he has picked some diverse candidates to be part of his overall team and also in his cabinet. But again, as of now, there's yet to be a Black American picked for a cabinet-level slot. Joining me now, one of Trump's top allies on the Hill, Republican Congressman Byron Donalds of Florida. Congressman, you have been a very vocal and effective surrogate for Trump and for his campaign and, frankly, the Republican Party. What is your response to this criticism?
I think it's criticism where people are upset that they still lost this election. And so if you were going to ask Reverend Al or anybody else in the Democrat Party, they're still licking their wounds about the fact that this did not work out the way that they thought it was going to. That being said, Donald Trump's cabinet is about people who are going to implement his agenda. And he's not done, by the way. You have Susie Wiles, the first woman ever to serve as chief of staff. Mm-hmm. You have Marco Rubio, a Cuban American who's going to serve as Secretary of State, representing America across the globe when it comes to foreign policy. You have Tulsi Gabbard going to be at DNI. So many others that are coming, and there's still slots to be filled. So I think everybody needs to pump the brakes and just wait and see what happens.
Do you think Democrats are putting form over substance?
Absolutely. Look, even if you look at how the Democrats filled the Joe Biden cabinet, they wanted to have a piece of every identity, but did they get the job done?
Nope.
Did they actually serve the interest of the American people? Because here's what I know. Whether you Black or Hispanic, if the border is unsecure, Alejandro Mayorkas, if the border is unsecure, does that help people in their everyday lives? No, it does not. Mm-hmm. And so what Donald Trump's election is about is bringing competency and reality back to DC in the White House, making sure that the job gets done on behalf of the American people, regardless of their race, regardless of their religion, regardless of their creed.
Do you think that the current cabinet picks reflect the most competent implementers of Trump's policy across the board?
100%.
Because you have no pause for any of the people who are being raised, including some who are more controversial figures who've gotten a lot of the oxygen out of the room. Obviously, Matt Gaetz, a centerpiece of criticism because of the allegations. But you don't have any pause about anyone who's been chosen?
No, I don't, because either I know them directly or I've gotten a chance to know them throughout the last several months. All of them subscribe to everything that Donald Trump talked about on the campaign trail. They are mission-minded about getting the job done. Look at Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wants to make America healthy again. He wants to go after additives in our food that are here in the United States, but not in any other country around the globe. You have suburban mothers who want to see that happen for their children. You have people who've had to deal with all kinds of other health abnormalities. And at the time, and now what they're dealing with is going to other doctors, finding other alternatives to address those health issues, finding out it's what they're ingesting every single day. He's going to address that. You have somebody like Tulsi Gabbard, who has not been a fan of forever wars, which, by the way, if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you've not been a fan of forever wars. She's going to be advising him when it comes to national intelligence. These are the picks that he's put in who are going to actually help him implement his agenda. His success as president, this is the 47th president, is going to be on addressing all the concerns of the American people that obviously they had. Because if they didn't have that,
that's right,
he wouldn't have the political mandate he's enjoying right now.
Well, let me ask you, because I remember when your name came up as a potential speaker of the House, there were many who speculated that based on the prominent role you played in this campaign and election, that your name would have skyrocketed to at least the front of the line. We are several cabinet picks in. Are you not surprised that you have not been named? Have you had a conversation about being a part of the administration at all?
All I will say is I am not surprised that I have not been named, but that does not mean I'm not going to do other things in the future.
Has he asked you?
No, there's some other things that I'm looking at going forward. I'm
Like?
not going to talk about them now.
We do this every time.
We're not going to break news now.
I would like
Laura.
to ask you, I mean, Governor
not gonna break
of
news.
Florida, Senator, perhaps if Marco Rubio is confirmed, or any of, do you have support for the name Laura Trump that's been circling around as a potential person who would step in if Senator Marco Rubio were to ascend to the role that he has been chosen for?
So actually, I think Laura would do a great job as a U.S. Senator for Florida. I got a chance to really know her through the whole campaign process. Number one, excellent communicator, one of the best in our party. Number two, really knowledgeable about policy. Number three, her personal businesses that she's been involved in, different projects that she's done. She knows how to get things done, bring people around her to be successful. At the end of the day, you want to be a representative of the ideals of the state of Florida. Mm-hmm. Laura Trump is an example of that.
So just to be clear, and I remember the barbershops you had gone through, you talked to many Black voters, Black male voters specifically on the campaign trail. If the current trend stands and there is not a single Black cabinet member named, you'd be fine with that?
What I want right now is for the agencies of the federal government to do their job and no more, and to actually fix the ills that have been going wrong in our country. The voters spoke loud and clear 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. This was an avalanche. This was a political mandate for Donald Trump. And it's very clear that they want our borders secured. They want a thriving economy. Right. They want to be able to get out of these conflicts across the globe. And yes, people want to be energy dominant here in America. Mm. And if the cabinet picks help deliver the America First agenda that Donald Trump wants, this will be an unmitigated success. And every American will be happy with that.
I wonder if voters will see it the same way. I want to talk about this House Ethics Committee, though. They have not chosen to release the report that was compiled by the House Ethics Committee on former Congressman.
And again, I've already stated, so I'll stop it there because I've already stated he's already decided to step aside. He said that he did not want to be a distraction. So I wanted to share that with you. And I have some other snippets to share with you. So again, they're still salty because of the poor performance that they had. All they had to do was come on YouTube and watch some content creators. We told them what was going to happen. Where are we? Devil's advocate. Ray and Mayorkas refusing to testify in front of Congress. Where are the subpoenas, Congress? Exactly. We know what's going on. Sean said he could have picked all Black women and they still would find something to complain about. You're not going to make them happy. So do what you want to do. Exactly, Sean. They're going to complain anyway. So just forget it. So I have some more clips to share with you. I mean, they're ridiculous. And like I told you, I've been on social media and you have a lot of Black Americans laughing. You thought especially in reference to Tim Scott and Byron Donalds, you thought you were going to you did the master's work and you're a slave. I mean, they just, woo. Let me play a couple of clips here for it. We'll go in a couple of minutes. So just here's some of the things that some people are saying on social media. So here we go.
Donald Trump's potential new administration coming in for his next term as president. Take a look. Take a look at him. Take a mental picture. All right. Now keep that thought in your mind. But let's see what Fox News has to say about this potential group coming in.
We were just talking about this. I think Joey made a great point. This cabinet represents an incredible amount of diversity compared to any other administration that we've really seen. When you think about the true nature of diversity, that is what people believe, the backgrounds they come from, intellectual, ideological diversity. What?
Fox, what do the kids say nowadays? Holy glaze. Fox News, you're full of shit. Hey, listen, you know what the worst part about it is? It's not even that egregious. You got your honorary Indian in the Vivek. You know what I'm saying? You got some women in Albert, you know what I'm saying? You got the Hispanic gentleman passing as a white. Fair enough. But when you try to pee on me and tell me it's raining, why you try to insult my intelligence? You said, as far as intellectual diversity, there's nothing intellectually diverse about these people.
Being forced to see ads?
And so we're almost done, folks. Hold on here. So they are just trolling people. I mean, it's crazy.
Delegation. I don't see a representation yet. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but Mr. Donald Trump, I would like to beg. I would like to beg for what's his name? Byron Donalds, Tim Scott, both. They shucked and jived for months. We traded them away as the black community. And now you're hanging them out to dry. Please find a department for these ninjas. I don't want to see them suffering out here. Housing development, something, security, transport, give them something. Because they are down bad right now.
Looking at Trump's cabinet, it only proves that he looked at his black supporters as just the help. Y'all are nothing but workhorses. And you would think like someone as intelligent as Candace Owens, she'll have a position. Imagine
again, folks, he is not done. They act like he's chosen everyone. And if he's choosing someone for the best person for that position, who gives a care? Okay, here we go.
Obama had as many black cabinet picks as Trump has white cabinet picks, and it don't stop there. He just picked these people just because they were black. That would have started a civil war. And these people can't even argue that he picked the most qualified people for these positions, because just like he picked the Matt Gaetz for this position, who has all type of skeletons coming out of his closet, he could have easily put a Tim Scott in that same position who has a.
So again, you see where this is what I was explaining to you. They are losing their mind. The leftist lunatics are desperate, and again, they're still salty because of the, they were slaughtered in the election. So that's just where we are with that. And I have another clip to share with you. They are just not willing, right? Prosperity. So what? Look at these places with black mayors and all these black communities that are being gentrified. No. For those of you that know the group, the OJs, one of my favorite songs, Trump, he caught the pulse of America. And hey, as I said, this was a referendum. And he knows what the people want. They've been telling him. That song by the OJs, got to give the people what they want. And you have to, or if you hope to remain in office. And so let me see. I had another for you. But they are just, oh my God. They are trolling people. And it's sad that people have just that's what they're doing with their lives. It's really sad. This is a guy and he thinks it's hilarious. And he's talking about, how black people were used and abused by Trump. Okay, so let's see what he's saying here.
Listen, this gives me no satisfaction. Okay, it gives me a little bit of satisfaction. But just for sport, I decided to go to Tim Scott's page to see what he's up to, because I haven't heard from the guy in a while. And of course, he's on his page praising Donald Trump for all his cabinet picks. Now, something you may have missed, but Tim Scott and Byron Donalds, they went to work for Donald Trump the entire campaign. And Donald Trump himself floated out there things like, wouldn't this guy make a good VP pick? Wouldn't this guy make a good member of my cabinet? This guy would make a great attorney general. And this guy would make a great advisor of mine, right? Remember all of that? They have been chosen for zero, nothing, nada. And we said this when Donald Trump was out there saying, man, Byron Donalds, he might make a good VP pick. Hey, Tim Scott, look at this guy. And people were like, yeah, that's great. I was like, come on. You know Donald Trump is not going to choose these guys as the vice presidential pick. I mean, he had no plan to do that at all, but they kept riding for him. We saw Tim Scott out there shucking and jiving for Donald Trump because he wanted whatever he could get. Now, it's still early in the game. There's a chance he could choose them for some, minuscule position in his cabinet, or some advisor to someone, or hey, how about the head of the HUD or something like that, right? Nothing, nada. And we all knew this. We all said, blacks for Trump. Yeah, you're allowed to do the work for them, but they're never going to choose you. You're never going to be allowed actually inside of the house. For a second, maybe you were, but as soon as it's time for them to start choosing who they really want around them, you're left off the list. And I don't like to say I told you so. I told you my page would not ever be that type of page. This is not the time to say I told you so, but this is the time for people like Byron Donalds and Tim Scott to do a little bit of self-reflection, and ask yourself if the black people, men like myself and other creators out there, other members of Congress out there who have been saying these things to you, maybe you should listen to us. Maybe you should listen to us. I take no satisfaction in watching black people get played. But in this case, they get what they get. I have absolutely zero sympathy for those guys. If Donald Trump chooses them for some small position, I guarantee you they'll take it and they'll be happy and they'll pretend that that position means a lot. It does not. It will just be nothing but theater, political theater, just like it was when they pretended they were going to make Byron Donalds the Speaker of the House. Again, you guys are allowed to play out on the front porch, but you're never allowed in the house. And you should be embarrassed. Period.
All right. So what are your thoughts? So he pretty much summed up everything that I was viewing on social media. So what are your thoughts about what he said? And Ricky Smiley, I mean, everyone. And I've already done a video on this guy, but what are your thoughts about that? But I've seen a lot of that. How you doing, Justin? Right, Justin, we don't care what your color is. Can you do the job? Prosperity said blacks were for master Democrats and got nowhere. Yeah, for 60 plus years. What did it get you? Nothing. Ricky Smiley, if you're new here to the channel, he's one of the Democratic shills as well. Malik, that will lower the Senate and congressional seat numbers if he picks Tim Scott and Byron Donalds. We need to keep that majority in both spots. Yeah, we can't lose the majority because we can get a lot done. Exactly. And so Sean said, no, we told you so. All right. God always wins in the end, right, Carlos? And so Prosperity said, I'm looking forward to growth in Trump's economics. Right. Who gives a care what color someone is? So let me share this with you. These washed up comedians, someone please find something for him to do. So he's, they're all basically, I told you so, and this is what you voted for. And so let's see what he has to say.
What's up? How y'all doing this morning? I hope y'all having a...
Now, you need to check out the video I did where I'm sick of black people. He was trying to tell black people to vote for Kamala. You always have something to say. So basically, they were telling black people, these Democratic shields were telling black people, shut up and vote. Don't ask any questions. Don't ask anything about policies. That's not important. Vote for this black woman who's not black, right? We know she's not. All right, listen to this crap.
Blessed morning. Hey, look. So I was watching Morning Joe this morning, and I just want to have a conversation, let y'all know what's going on. So I'm watching Morning Joe, and I'm watching the news feed, and I'm watching them talk about all of the people that Donald Trump is appointing to the cabinet position, and I'm just watching them just spiral out about Cates being over the Justice Department and talking about Kennedy being over whatever that position he's going to fill that seat with. And I don't think nobody on the news took took Donald Trump serious when he said it ain't gonna be no more elections. It ain't gonna be no more damn elections.
Oh.
I don't care how much the news media complain and talk about this, that, and other. This ain't nothing compared to what's actually finna happen. It's
Again, you have to think he's a Democratic shield, right? We know they're all being paid to spew this leftist propaganda. How you doing, Sam? Backyard, thank you, dear, for loving the streams. We love that you're here. Justin, I'm a white guy, but like y'all, wish Ben Carson could have been our first black president. Obama took us backwards. Facts, Justin, he did. Sam, what difference does it make? Right. Do you have people that can perform the job? Thank you, Justin. Thank you, love. And so the leftist lunatics are desperate, trying to make black people feel bad about themselves, about who they voted for. And they're saying that black people, you let Trump fool you. And black Americans who voted for Trump, guess what? Newsflash, they voted for Trump for the same reason that Hispanic, white, Asian, and any other American voted. Policies, and they were sick and tired of what's going on at that border. Again, that was a referendum. That's why it was a landslide. Pinky, I'm sick of looking at this smiley and others can't hear how I really feel. Pinky, we're all sick of them. Didn't they? All of them said they were going to move, go pack up, bye, leave, goodbye. Suave, did black people praise George Bush for putting Colin Powell and Condoleezza on his cabinet? No, they did not, Suave. Truth bomb. And I love Colin Powell. I love what's her face? Condoleezza. Yeah. They didn't say a word. We know why. Peacetime. How about no more Ricky? Right. We're sick of him. Chippewa, 65% of the American natives voted for Trump. Right. How you doing, Beverly? Exactly. So people don't want to hear about this. Every American voted for economy, immigration, world peace. That's what's important, folks. Trump is appointing competent people to help him achieve his goals. Who can be against that? Who cares if they're not black or Hispanic? That's not the issue. Earl, I don't know why Ricky's saying anything. He's a comedian and he sucks at the end of the day. At least Trump picking out the right people to do the job. Right, Earl? That's what we've been saying. Liberals are making a big deal out of this. Trump is disrespecting black Americans. This is what they're saying by not appointing any. And we told you so. I mean, it's all over social media. And of course, Al Sharpton is always there to fan the flames of divisiveness. He and all of the other poverty pimps. How you doing, J.R. Meadows? Laurie, how you doing, love? Right, prosperity. Let's just get the country back. Who gives a care what color they are? Al Sharpton is trying to fearmonger, just like Ricky Smiley talking about we'll never have any other elections. The race hustlers are out trolling. They're out here, overdrive is where they are. And this is how they make their money. We know they're all paid. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I'm doing the show. I had pre-recorded something, so I got a few minutes. Yeah, I'm still doing a morning show, but I did something that's pre-recorded. I pre-recorded Battle of the Sexes. That's why I'm doing the show. It's I can still. I have to be back by a certain time. Be sitting back in my chair. It ain't gonna be no more elections. Hey, what's up, Miss Nelly Boo? It ain't gonna be no more elections. It ain't gonna be no more nothing. Nothing. They have control of the House, the Congress, and the Senate. If you think the last Trump administration,
and again, they still don't get it. That's a referendum from the American people. Your policies are failures. The American people don't like your policies. What don't you understand? Yes, the Biden-Harris had plenty of diversity, but they were the worst administration this century. And it was a clown show. They had blacks, Hispanics, gays. They had diversity galore. And many of them were not qualified. And so the Democrats are saying, you know, a lot of these people that Trump are choosing aren't qualified. And we could go down their list, and we can call out plenty of people who weren't qualified, but they got the job. And they're saying Trump's only choosing loyalists, and that's human nature. I'm not choosing any enemies to be on my team. I need to know that you are going to be able to work with me and team members. That's human nature. The Democrats are hypocrites. As someone said earlier, I didn't see Black Americans out here, oh yeah, Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell. No, because they're Republican. They're hypocrites. That's what the Democrats are. They've been complaining that Trump's picks are not qualified. Let's go down the list, folks, of all the people that they have, and we'll see. And so I can care less if Trump chooses any Black Americans. Let's get this country back on track. What policies is Trump implementing to help the economy, to get rid of these illegals? So an all-white cabinet for an all-white agenda is what the Democrats are spewing constantly to Black Americans. That this is what Trump wanted to do. This is part of that Project 2025 crap. That's what they're spewing. Let me continue.
Administration stress y'all out. You have no idea as to what you in for. You have you have absolutely no idea what you in for. It ain't gonna be no more elections. He's gonna take over the military. They're gonna I believe they're gonna do a mass deportation like he said, and he have appointed people on his administration that's gonna do what he say do. He don't care about no Senate confirmations, none of that stuff. Whatever he appoint, whoever he appoint, whatever he say he wants done is gonna get done. And they don't care nothing about the Constitution, and democracy is over for the United States of America. Period. Period. Point blank. And that's just a fact. You can sit here and debate about Matt Gaetz being over the Justice Department and all of these fascist, racist people that he's appointed to his cabinet. It ain't no Black people on that cabinet. None. Now, and it don't matter if they was Black, because if they was Black, they would be Trump loyalists. And we in a bad...
He didn't even say the word properly. It's loyalists. He put loyalists. You might want to go back and take a course in grammar. I'll continue.
Position. I'm telling y'all right now, everything that was happening back in the Donald Trump days, the whole George Floyd days is coming back. Police immunity. They have the United States Supreme Court. They have the Senate, and they have the House, and he's appointing people. I don't even think they're going to confirm everybody in the Senate. You know what I'm saying? People are already getting ready to resign from their position and post. Democrats always want to sit there and play nice and abide by. They don't play by Republican rules. That's why they always lose. You know what I'm saying? And they getting ready to eliminate everything as you know it. So we're gonna be. We would be lucky to be in a constitutional crisis. But we won't be in no kind of crisis like that if there's no constitution. And you're finna see them governing in a manner that you had never seen before. And it ain't nothing we can do. And it's real. And all of this stuff right now, everything that's going on right now, is the quiet before the storm. You make sure that you keep this video. This day is the quiet before the storm. This is crazy. We can sit up here and talk about him being a convicted felon and every damn thing else. It don't matter. It don't matter. And you're going to see something you ain't never seen before in this country. Hell, you think you think it was something in the 60s. You finna see some stuff. I wouldn't be. And why everybody acting like this? They so surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they say buses for black people and buses for white people and black people got to sit in the back of the plane?
Okay, okay. What the heck? What the heck is he talking about? Well, we're going back to segregated buses? Really? Folks, we know this is not true. Peacetime said, liar, liar, we're going to fire. Well, you see, Smiley moved to another country. Deborah, yes. And they're talking, Chubbs, how you doing? And they keep talking about blacks having, aren't in any leadership roles. Tim Scott has become the leader of the National Republican Senate Committee. That's a major leadership role, but they don't say anything about that. Oh, okay, maybe they forgot. And so this is what, oh my God. Deborah, I wish he would go and take a lot of people with him. The arena sister said, who listens to that clown? I don't. Earl, exactly. They're all paid shields. If you had a cause you really believed in, you wouldn't have to pay them. Right? If you feel so strongly about that cause, and Byron Donalds, we just watched, those of you just coming in, we watched the clip. He could possibly fill Marco Rubio's Senate seat. So race is not the most important matter, folks. We've seen what diversity, equity, and inclusion has done. And remember, when during the first attempted unaliving of Trump, diversity, equity, and inclusion, I was talking to the Arena Uncensored about that. Almost that first unaliving attempt on Trump was almost a success. They had that woman up there. Who the heck was she going to protect? And Trump was towering over her, and she's short, looked like she was to his kneecaps. What was she supposed to protect? Diversity, equity, and inclusion will have you in a bad situation or unalived or something. Chubbs, Al Sharpton's big head, no brain. Yeah, how you doing, VPA? Right, VPA. This is what they do. Sean. Sean. Woo. And so many people are trying to cause a problem, saying there's no diversity in Trump's cabinet. All that matters, folks, is results. I care about results more than anything. I want grocery prices, gas price. I want everything to go down. Arena Sister says she was 4'3" at best. Yeah, she was short. And that's who they put up there to protect. Come on. Oh, Do Something said, I'll take her job. I'm 6 foot 240. Oh, yeah, Do Something. They should have had you up there instead of her. She was blocking bits and pieces. His backyard. Yeah. So Trump is choosing people that he feels are the best qualified to accomplish his agenda. Remember what he experienced the last time he was in there. All those rhinos, people that said they were Republicans, and then they were stabbing him every time they got a chance. Prosperity said she was protecting his private. I guess the family jewels. Malik, we results action. You're right. That's what we need. Results and different outcomes than what we've been receiving the past 4 years. And Trump he has some diversity. He has RFK, a Democrat. Of course, he's going to be over Health and Human Services. Tulsi Gabbard, okay. First female chief of staff. He's hired, and the Democrats aren't saying anything about that. Oh, but again, they're really trying to make black people feel bad. He hasn't hired anyone black. So they keep rubbing that in, and they have these shields out here, these puppets, to continue to rub it in as well, and to continue to spew that nonsense about Project 2025 that the Heritage Foundation wrote, and they supported Kamala. They didn't support Trump. So Americans voted for change. For years, we've had nothing but establishment bureaucrats, institutionalists that were chosen to lead this country in these important departments, of course, in the government. And we see what that has led to. Press secretary is the youngest ever. Yeah, I was going to get to that, devil's advocate. Again, Trump is going to give America what they want. I sang a song earlier about the OJs. Got to give the people what they want. And he's able to do it. President, we have the House, the Senate. Now's the time. Yeah, Trump's press secretary, 27-year-old Caroline Leavitt, and she has a proven track record. Why don't the Democrats say something about that? Backyard Dispatcher, Trump said to him, "You don't look gay." I love Backyard. Trump says anything. He's a mess. Yeah. And these are the same people who won't celebrate Trump for his diverse choices that he already has. Yes, I know that, no one's black, but okay, that's fine. The world will not end. The Democrats should have learned from this last election where they were blown out. The choosing someone based on the color of their skin is a recipe for disaster. They're still talking the same foolishness. They don't get it. How you doing, Barnes? Yeah, Barnes, we talked about that. Barnes, Matt Getz said he was just going to step out. He didn't want to be a distraction. So again, who cares that Trump's picks are white? Can they do the job and get us back on track as a country? So since the Democrats haven't learned from their mistakes, I don't foresee them winning another election, which is fine with me. Hit that like button, folks, if you're enjoying this content. Please hit that like button. Yeah, Rubio is Hispanic, but devil's advocate. They just keep rubbing it in black on social media. They're really trying to shame Black Americans. They haven't said anything about Rubio, and I haven't seen any shaming of Hispanics, but they've really been shaming blacks because, oh my God, they could just lost their mind. Black people are going to vote for Trump. Oh my God. So the American people have spoken. DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion has been rejected. Get over it, people. All right, let's finish up.
I would not be surprised. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be a lot of death. It's going to be a lot of killings. It's going to be a lot of Black people that say, hey, I'm not my ancestors and I'm not going to go through this. Some Black people are going to die before they go back to being anything close to slavery. And you go.
Newsflash, everyone who's on the Democratic plantation is already enslaved. Maybe not physically, but they sure are mentally enslaved. I just dropped a truth bomb. Let me continue.
Gonna have a bunch of racists out here that just out here killing Black folks, knowing that ain't nothing gonna be done about it. It's gonna get dangerous. So enjoy this quiet. Enjoy the last few months of this Biden administration, because you're getting ready to see something.
Did he say enjoy? How are we going to enjoy the high crime rate from the illegals, the bad economy, the high gas? Were you just listening, folks? That's another level of brainwashing and indoctrination, telling us to enjoy. He didn't see this American referendum. No one's enjoyed anything the past 4 years. Oh my God.
You ain't never seen before. You can sit up here and talk about, y'all can sit up here and make posts and make videos about all of this stuff and all of these people who he's appointed. We are headed into a dictatorship. So I don't know if you got avenues to get out of the country or save your money or be prepared to defend yourself and defend your family. It's open season. And once he gains control of the military, and they already have control of the House, and he are only appointing people that's going to be loyal to him and not the Constitution. To him. Only going to be appointing people that's loyal to him. See, they sitting up here talking about Trump picks Tulsi Gabbard to be director of national intelligence. They can talk about all this stuff all day, because it ain't none of it gonna matter. Because all of them who he's picking, he's making sure that they are loyal to him. And all of this right now is just a quiet before the storm, because Inauguration Day, you're going to start seeing it's going to be chaos. Not even Inauguration Day. Once he get in office and start putting stuff in place and doing mass deportation, seeing families being torn apart, people crying, people.
How about we bust up thousands of those illegals? Looks like Smiley has a nice home there. Let's send some people to his home, since he is so against this mass deportation.
It's going to be chaotic as hell. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know where they're going to get the money from. I don't know what kind of camps they're going to be setting up. But we headed into a dictatorship. Save your money. Stock up on everything. Be prepared to protect yourself. Be prepared to die if you have to.
Oh God!
Because a lot of people it's gonna be chaotic as hell. So,
folks, what the heck? What the heck? This guy, one of you type, yeah, that he sounds unhinged. He definitely does. There is no way that this guy's working every day, driving a car. Oh my God. Oh, he is stupid as prosperity. Prosperity, you said it, sis. He's an idiot. Again, he's tell me, type it in the comment section. What do you think about what he said? Enjoy these last few months of Biden's. Who the heck? Type it in the comment section. Anyone who's enjoyed the Biden administration. But again, he's paid. He's not suffering. Oh my God. The devil's advocate said Fruit Loop. That's some severe TDS right there. Peter, that's what I said. Trump learned a lot from that first presidency. He learned that he needs loyal people around him, because he had a lot of people around him that he thought was loyal, and he found out, no, they weren't. Pinky says someone tampered with Smiley's tree. James, oh well, yeah, the illegals, yeah, they loved it. They're on the run now, thank God. If you're in here and you're enjoying this content, folks, please hit that like button for me. I can't with these people. They sound totally unhinged. I mean, like, go get help. We definitely need to open up the insane asylums. Yeah, we definitely need to, because these people, they've lost it. They have completely lost their marbles, what few they had. Do something different. Thank you for the super chat, love. I'm spamming the comment section with hearts just for you, dear. Thank you. Do something different said he has the exact same thought pattern as a blot, Marxist fembot. He is not a man. Yeah, he's definitely low T. Definitely. Buck broken is what I heard. What's his face say? He just does what he's told because he wants to keep that check coming in. Oh, can you believe the lies, the fear mongering that he was doing? What the heck? Right, Anton, exactly. Devil's advocate, they need something. Karen, how are you? 2-day craft shows, y'all. Okay, Karen, yay, perfect. Yeah, he sounded totally off the chart. What the heck is wrong with you, guy? Whew. For real, he's been drinking that Kool-Aid, folks, real bad. Collect that check, right? And again, we found out, Arena said Divine Nine fruitcake. Yeah, he's part of that Divine Nine. Those sororities and fraternities, exactly. MSM Parrot. Yeah, they'll do anything to keep those checks coming. And we talked about that. And so we really weren't astonished. Now, a lot of Americans are like, oh my God, all these people were paid. If people believe in you, you don't have to pay them anything. They'll come out and speak on your behalf. Peter said, booty bandit. Yeah. My name is Little Daryl. Leave me alone. Okay. Ain't gonna be no more. No. Antoine. Okay. Yeah, all the 2 double negatives. Exactly. What kind of English is that? Oh my God. Make it make sense, people. These people are nuts. And that's all I had for you, folks. I just wanted to show you what I've been watching all over social media. And all the things. Now, he's not the only one. There are other people there on there. and they're saying, oh, Black people, you were fooled and you're stupid and we told you not to vote for him and he's racist and he's this and you're that. Oh my God. Peacetime said camps for liberal. Yeah, they need some help. They do. They've lost it. They've absolutely lost it. Oh my God. And so that's all I wanted to share with you folks. And I hope you enjoyed. So the Arena Uncensored, he's in the chat. He couldn't be live with us. That's fine. He will be live tomorrow. So we'll have a good show for you tomorrow. And I hope that you enjoyed this. James, you suggest I take a walk? Okay. Yeah, do something. They're all backtracking now. They see with this referendum from the American people, no one wants all of that woke crap. Bud Light, anyone have a final tally? I was keeping up with that. I think they lost millions of dollars. And people don't mind people's sexual orientation, but when you're just shoving it down people's throats, they just get upset. It's just too much. Thank you, love. Tina, I sure do appreciate you, Miss Rowland, and everybody here in the chat. God bless each of you. Yeah, bless you too, love. Gitmo. Right, Karen? They need to get some air instead of listening to this. Oh, James. Okay, love. Okay. Help is on the way. Exactly. I'm just like you guys. I am ready. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their thirsty Thursday evening. Again, the Arena Uncensored and myself, we will be live tomorrow, 5:30-ish, something like that. I may set the stream up tonight, and then you can plan accordingly. You'll see when we're actually going to go live. I'm thinking about 5:30 or something like that. Okay. 11 out of 15. Yeah. And if Ricky Smiley is that afraid, just like you said, just leave with the rest of these people that are leaving. So they said last time. They said a lot of people said they were leaving. They're still here. Just if you're that miserable, just leave. Don't make everyone else miserable. All right, I will go. I'd like to thank each of you for helping me make it to 10,000. That was all because of your hard work. Peacetime, you be blessed as well. Bud Light lost billions with a B, and they finally conceded that they're not getting those customers back. Yeah, they just went overboard. And like I was telling Arena Uncensored, we were talking, and people don't have anything against gay people. It's just when you try to shove something down people's throats, people, they turn and they're like, wait a minute now, this is, and I think that's what happened with Bud Light. Good night, everyone. Yes, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. James, what do you want me to sing? Peter said he's upset that the Diddy parties have been canceled. Yeah. Devil's advocate. Yes. All of you who are enjoying this content, please continue to share this out. We're at 10,000 now. We have to make it to 20. Okay. Oh, okay. Press shirts yesterday and today. Okay, Karen, don't do too much love. How you doing, Paulina? Paulina, we're leaving now. Okay, James. Please go back and check. I shared several clips and a Yahoo article. James, I guess I'll sing Under Pressure. Queen and Bowie. I love Under Pressure. That's what they obviously are under. They are nuts. They've just lost it. And again, they'll never win an election in this country because they're still doing the same thing. Oh, okay, you're good. All right, yeah. Just know that with you I'm not shy. Show the way I feel. With you, I'm not shy. Secrets to reveal. For you are the magnet. I am still. I sung you out, James. I hope you're happy. All right, folks. Don't forget, meet me here tomorrow at the Roland's Reviews YouTube channel. We'll have another great show for you. And you know where I'm going now. I'm going straight to the comment section. I'll stay there. Thank you, Florida. Love you, love. We're going for the 15 or 20 before. Yes, Florida. Yes, ma'am. I'm sure we can do it. No problem, James. And I'll see you all in the comment section. And then I'll see you all also tomorrow, 5:30-ish, something like that. Okay, love you all. Be safe. And I'm coming right now to talk to you in the comments.